October's National Bullying Prevention Month, and the stats are alarming. 1 in 5 students report being bullied.
And in a recent survey, 100% say they've experienced, witnessed, or were aware of bullying during the school year.
So whether it's happening in school, online, in social groups, bullying obviously can have a lasting impact. So ABC parenting expert Bethany Braun-Silva joins us now with advice on what families can do. Bethany, good morning. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Kids have been in school now for about a month. They're starting to settle into their routines, and things probably are getting tough. And I think, it's tough to be a kid right now, but also tough to be a parent because now you're having to monitor social media, activities, break down all the different places that parents need to keep an eye on.
I mean, you said it. Bullying, unfortunately, takes many different types. Of course, we know that there's physical or verbal bullying, like pushing or name calling. There's social bullying, where kids can spread rumors or intentionally leave somebody out. There's also cyberbullying, which is so rampant right now because so much of our kids' social lives are happening online. And really what's important for parents to know is that your kids aren't going to come to you necessarily and say, I'm being bullied. You have to kind of listen for those small cues or what's not being said, like I wasn't invited to so-and-so's birthday party even though we've been friends for so long, or there's this thing going around where kids are being memed, right? Like, and then so it's showing up in ways that parents maybe are not familiar with, but we really need to get familiar with it to protect our kids.
I mean, I feel very fortunate that I'm not kind of in that territory yet, having an 8, 6, and 4-year-old, but I know that time is coming, and I don't think anybody needs me to go to the school. So what is the best next step as opposed to Queens going to
I got you. I'm from Hell's Kitchen, so no, I got it. But I think it's really important if your child is coming to you expressing that there is some bullying behavior going on. You're first of all just going to want to take an approach of empathy and create a safe place for them, because they're probably scared, they're confused, they don't understand what's going on. So you're not necessarily going to want to jump into action right away in problem-solving mode. Validate their feelings, but if it is ongoing behavior, you are absolutely going to want to keep track of it. Take those screenshots, write the dates down, write everything down, keep track of it, and then bring it to the teachers and the school administration right away so that you can create a plan.
So yes, going to the school is
absolutely, if it is ongoing. If it's ongoing, absolutely. And ongoing is subjective, right? You have to see if it's really affecting your kids being able to, focus at school or social life, anything like that.
What about on the flip side, if a parent learns that their kid is doing the bullying?
I mean, that is so challenging, right? Like, how heartbreaking to hear that. So first of all, I would encourage parents to take a deep breath, right? Like, just because your child has done some bullying type behavior, it doesn't define who they are, but it will tell you that something else is going on. You're going to want to uncover the why behind it. And most importantly, lead them back to empathy. A lot of times our kids express bullying behavior because they were bullied themselves, they're feeling powerless or out of control, they're trying to fit in. So understanding the behavior, understanding what's underneath the behavior rather, is really important. And then of course, seek out professionals, teachers, counselors to help guide them back to empathy and not shame them, because that could really create even more of a negative spiral.
It might even be the parents themselves that also need to seek some help, because sometimes these kids that go to school that are bullying, they're not bad kids. They could be experiencing something at home that leads to them going to school and then expressing it in an unhealthy way. So maybe there should be conversations not only for your kid to seek help, but the household as a whole.
I mean, you said it, bullying prevention really does start at home, and our kids, of course, are watching what we say and do. So modeling empathy and respect in our own relationships is so important. We want to teach digital literacy, even for ourselves, telling our kids that what they say and do online has a lasting impact, sometimes even more so than the things that they do or say in person. We're going to want to role play scenarios, have your kids really equipped that if and when bullying does come up, they are fully prepared. And what I'll leave you with is encouraging friendships. Even 1 or 2 strong friendships is a great way to buffer against bullying, because if kids feel supported and secure in their relationships, they're less likely to be targeted and less likely to bully others.
Really quick, my oldest, she had a little conflict with one particular child. I ended up setting up a play date, and they are the best of friends now. It worked out.
So you can intervene like that in a positive way.
That makes a lot of sense.
Thanks,
Bethany, perfect timing for that. Great conversation. Thank you as always.